Okay, so we just looked over, how a property looks once it's cleaned, some things you look for to make sure the property is safe, and the work you will have to, complete to confirm the property is secure. All right, this sounds easy, right? It sounds like an easy business, right? Well, it really is, but let me just tell you that sometimes it gets a little bit sketchy, okay? And what I mean by that, you're going to see some things that are unmentionable in the business that I will review later, but just know they are unmentionables, okay? So from there, let's go ahead and just dive into the industry trends, and we'll come back and talk about some things you may expect to see when you're out in the field. So here's the first graph, and let's go back really quick. So what I did was I want you guys to go here, go to realtytrack.com, okay? And I'm gonna do a live view of the website to help you get migrated. But go here to kind of start your research if you have not been here already. This is a very well-known website, but it has some really good data to help you begin to start your research on this business and just confirm whether this is something that you really want to do. Okay, so the national number of foreclosure filings, it shows you the number of foreclosures that have been filed per month. Okay, so in the month of February 2014, there were well over 100,000 foreclosure filings nationally. Okay, that's by month. So if you add all of those up, those are the number of foreclosure filings that were taking place across the nation. Okay, so it's a lot of properties, right? But let's keep going. Okay, this graph right here basically shows the types of foreclosure activity on a national basis. You got the pre-foreclosures, some auctions taking place, and then of course you got bank-owned properties. And then again, you can see here that we have pre-foreclosure distribution. Okay, basically a distribution of the percentages of properties that have been foreclosed upon. Okay, this is by the month also. Okay, so what does this information mean? Well, it means you're going to have to do some homework. You're going to have to begin to see, okay, how many of those properties, basically apply to the area that I'm looking to cover, okay, the cities I'm trying to clean properties in. So write that down. Go to realtytrack.com. The link is also below. And do your research, to find out how many foreclosures are taking place in your area and how viable the business is for you to be able to do. Okay? So let's go ahead. I want us to go ahead and check out Virginia, for example. We're going to do a little bit of research on this industry. So let's go ahead and go to the website and we'll continue. Okay, now we're on the realtytrack.com website, and I want to show you where you should go first in order to start your research. So you're going to want to go to stats and trends, and then you're going to go to foreclosure trends, okay? Because we really want to begin to understand, what is going on nationally and in your area. This will kind of give you an idea how to calculate your numbers, your profits, and we'll get all into that later, okay? Okay, so let's scroll down. So as you can see, the top 5 states that have the most foreclosures: Florida, Maryland, Nevada, New Jersey, and Illinois. And then it gives a grid here as far as the foreclosure density. Even if you're low, you can still make some money. This means there's not as many people that live in that area. Okay. All right. So really quick, let me show you where you go from here. So once you're here, all you do is you hover over the state you want to research. In Virginia, it says that there is one in every 2,628 properties that go into foreclosure. Okay, I'm going to click on that state, and then it's going to open up the data for that state for me. Okay, and as you can see, the top 5 counties that have the most foreclosures. So it gives you a start, okay? And of course, you can always dive in even further. Let's see. I'll just click on the name. So for the Chesapeake City County, okay, if we scroll down, it says 1 in every 1,000 properties go into foreclosure. Okay, let's go down to the bottom, and it's basically giving us an overview for the, I guess, February 2014, that there were 80 foreclosures in the city of Suffolk or Chesapeake alone. Okay, so 80, and then of course there was about 80 more before. So you add all those up, that gives you how many there were in a certain amount of time. Okay, that's just in one county. What you have to remember as you're going through your data is that there are already properties that were on the market before, right? There are properties that have been for years and that I just have sitting inventory. So this is just the new filing activity for that area. All right, so just dive into it. And like I said, if you want some more information, you can actually purchase some data from this company, Realty Tracks. Just contact them. I believe there's a link somewhere on here. You can actually purchase some more data. Let's see if I can find it for you guys. Yeah, right here. If you want to do some historic detail, or if you want more data, then just contact them. They'll give you some data for your area. Okay. All right. Let's get back to our presentation. All right. So we kind of went over how you see the new foreclosures in the area. Just remember, those are the new foreclosures that have just happened in the past, month or so. So right now there are currently 1.8 million properties that are in some stage of foreclosure, whether default, auction, or bank owned. Okay, just know that 1.189. Okay, that's a lot of properties. Okay, that's the total grand scheme of it. Now, while this number is large, there's no way you can do any of that, right? So in summation, what that means is, you can't take the whole pie. Don't even try to take the whole pie. You don't have the capacity, the means, the system, technology. You don't have it, right? What you may want to think about is taking a slice of the pie. But even a slice of the pie is too much, okay? That's too much. It's more like a larger preservation company. They get a slice of the pie. What you need, really, all you really need is a sliver. The crust hanging off the side, of the pie. All you need is a sliver of that pie slice in order to really make some money in the industry. Okay, so we'll go into some more of that later, as far as how it all fits together. How much is it that sliver really mean? Quantify that for me, please. I need numbers. I'm sure you do too. So let's keep going. So where are you in the food chain? Like I said, there is the pie and there's a slice of the pie. And where are you in that? Because if you understand where you are, then you won't have unrealistic expectations as far as how much you can make, or how much work you're going to actually be giving, and who you report up to. So like everything, there's a system, there's a pyramid, there is a process. Before I begin to dive into where you are in the food chain and who you're going to be looking to get the most work from to grow your business, I want you to understand exactly the foreclosure. So when a buyer defaults on a home, the bank forecloses on that home, and then FHA reimburses the mortgage company for the balance due in the mortgage. Okay, so FHA basically buys the property. Okay, and then HUD, basically the government agency that works to get that property conveyed. Okay, it conveys the property into their name. So HUD buys it from FHA. So basically the middle person. You can kind of say FHA is a financier of the mortgage for the government, and HUD are the owners of the property. Okay, then the property is then assigned to a home ownership center in the area